What's up, world? Emperor Apostle Bradley here. On a bus. That's the bus I just got off of. I'm on a different bus. I ain't telling you where I'm going because I'm not supposed to, but I'm definitely going to go see my children. So, if I get in trouble for being a father, I guess it is what it is. But Yahweh is guiding me, protecting me, and so I'm not worried about anything. I'm just making the second video because I'm debating on what I'm doing in life. I mean, obviously I know I'm going to see my children. I put my children first, but the content that I'm trying to put out, I keep going back and forth. Because while I have a lot of information to give, not a lot of people want to listen. And I'm not going to waste my breath on just continuing to blab my mouth when literally nobody listens. Granted, there's two people in this world that do listen to me, and they're supposed to, and those are my daughters. And children are supposed to listen to their parents. This is one of the commandments. I'm abiding by the commandments now. I'm living by the commandments. Yahweh is the way, and if you don't know who Yahweh is, that's God's real name. This is information people need to start learning today. I found this out a couple of days ago. After I made the journey to see my children, I met this man who started telling me more about God, which is Yahweh. He started telling me more about Yahweh and Yahshua, which is Jesus Christ. When you know the real names of who you're supposed to be worshiping and praying to, the more powerful things will happen. Most people in this world are lost. People think they know what God is, they know who God is, but if you don't know who Yahweh is, then what do you really know? And this is stuff that I'm adamant about, to where the sad fact is I'm willing to fight anybody that wants to argue with me, because I know what's right and I know what's wrong. Yahweh blessed me with a spiritual gift called discernment. So it's just like, if you're arguing with me, you're arguing with the wrong person. You're arguing with Yahweh, and I don't know why you would want to do that. My life's been hectic this last year. I did it to myself, and I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. Yahweh has led me back to my children, and that's all I've been wanting for a very long time. So I'm happy, I'm blessed. Probably next videos you'll see it'll be with my children. At this moment in time, all these videos they're documenting what I'm doing. They're documenting and showing who I am and what I'm about. I guess the best way to put it is I got legal issues that I'm dealing with. But just like the Marine Corps, I got out of the Marine Corps last year. But just like the Marine Corps, I don't want to listen to people. I ain't trying to listen to people now, because both the military and the United States government is literally, they prevent me from seeing my children, and it has caused problems. I got an NJP twice for violating an MPO and other things. But I mean, I'm just trying to see my family, trying to see my kids, and the military told me no, and I said fuck you. United States government is now still saying I can't see my children, so fuck you. I'm going to go see my kids anyways, and I'm trying not to cuss, and I ain't going to cuss probably when I get around my kids again. But curse words have bad words. This is why when you know the name of God, Yahweh, and you start praying to Yahweh, and you start praying through his son, Yahshua, when you start doing things the right way, better things start happening. Now, you people can either believe me, they cannot believe me. That it's not up for me. I now have stopped caring what others do in their life. It's been my mission for the last few months. It's been my mission for the whole time, but the last few months I've been very adamant, and I've been praying to get in my children's lives. And now that I'm doing that, my life's coming together, and it is now my mission in life to prevent my children from ever going through the turmoil that life has shown me. The evilness of the people. The society is evil. The world's evil. People are evil. It doesn't matter their intentions. Their intentions can be the truest, but when the devil is walking, Satan is walking, he runs rampant in this world, and not enough people know about Yahweh and Yahshua to combat what the devil's doing. Thankfully I do. The good Yahweh favors me, and it's displayed through those around me the longest have seen it. If you stay around me, you'll see it time and time again. I ain't create the word, but I say the word bazinga. Bazingas are blessings from Yahweh, and if you've ever experienced a bazinga, you love a bazinga. Um, I have a walking bazinga in my life. Her name's Miss McKenzie. She's 5 years old. That's my daughter. Um, just the Yahweh favors children. We have the children of God. The children of this world are the children of Yahweh, and it's His way. And it's my generation that we're lost, and we're so far lost that it's really, 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 really hard to get on the right path. But I do believe, and I 100% believe in my heart and my mind that the children are the way. So if adults would start listening to children, specifically their own children, they'll be better off. The good thing about me as an emperor apostle, the apostle side of me is I'm teaching people, and while I was trying to teach adults, now I'm here to teach the children. Kids are really easy to listen to, and they're easy to talk to. The simplicity of the communication that is there with children is just like, how can you mess it up? Ask if a kid's crying, ask them what's wrong. If a kid's happy, ask them why they're happy. Like, you'll get these answers, and when you ask these questions enough, you can start understanding children. Like, kids don't get mad for no reason. If your kid throws something, like, well, hey, why are you upset? Why are you angry? Why are you creating this much motion with your hands that you want to throw something else and move something else with such aggression? Some kids might not know what you're saying, but when you ask enough questions, you'll get down to the root of their problem, and it should be your job as an adult, specifically a parent. It's your job to prevent these children from experiencing the not so great things in life. If your child's upset, figure out why your child's upset and make your child not upset. If your child's angry, figure out why your child is angry and make them not angry. Your children should just be happy, and they should know what love is. If your children don't know what love is, I feel really sorry, both for the child and for you. But hopefully the most people that are watching this understand what love is, and they love that, and they love their children. I will say this: I don't and I won't knock people that don't have children and don't plan on having children, but I will ask the question: is what are you doing with your life then? Because if you're just lost in this world, womp womp. I dislike using that word. Nobody likes that word, and I won't even explain what that word is, but it's the opposite of a bazinga. Bazingas are blessings from Yahweh. I consider myself a Christian, believing in Yahweh and Yahshua. As a Christian, you're supposed to listen and abide by the 10 Commandments. The Bible is the Holy Word, and I got my Bible. I got my Bible in the bag, so I'm not just fronting on y'all. The Bible. A dude gave it to me yesterday when he was telling me about what I was learning. But I'll read the verse, and this is how my entire conversation with this gentleman started. It says, every tongue should confess that Yahshua, the Messiah, is King to the glory of Yahweh the Father. That's Philippians chapter 2, verse 11. This is a doctrine, and it has everything that it needs to in there for people to know, believe, and understand, but most people won't even read their Bible, so they're lost. It has God's name in there, and the issue is the people that translated it wanted to put Lord and God. His name's Yahweh, and if you don't understand this, then you probably ain't been reading your Bible like you're supposed to, and that ain't my fault. I'm reading my Bible like I'm supposed to now, because I'm following the path that Yahshua and Yahweh are leading me on. And that's to be the best father that I can be, to teach my children and teach other children. I had ambitious goals of trying to run for presidency. But then this whole impeachment thing went down, and I realized that 49% of the government dislikes President Trump. 51% really like President Trump. So They have this major disagreement, but everybody's kind of cool with it. They just bitch about it online, I guess, or I don't know. When I saw the impeachment trials go down on TV, I was sitting at a Greyhound station, coincidentally enough, or I'll call that a synchronicity, because it was definitely a completely different day, month, and year. Or yep, it was a different day, month, and year when I was watching the impeachment go on. They had 15 minutes to vote, and the people that had 15 minutes to vote couldn't even get their votes in 15 minutes. Anyways, they agreed that the president had violated his powers as president. All the stuff that the president was talking about in Ukraine is true, but it's the people that don't want to believe the truth that are claiming that he's abusing his powers. But I mean, if I'm about to give you $30 million, wouldn't you want to scratch my back? I'll scratch yours with $30 million. Like, come on now. We're not the ones holding up that country of $1 billion worth of something, nor did anyone commit a felonious act, Biden. I know the truth, and people aren't going to fool me anymore, and I refuse to be lied to. I don't put up with BS. I don't put up with ignorance, and I know you can't be faulted for ignorance, but most people are, and that's the most people that are sitting in jail. They're ignorant because they didn't know any better. It's when you know better but still do wrong that makes you stupid, and stupid's a bad word. Unfortunately, if you were taught better, you should do better, and now that I'm taught better and I know better, Yahweh's leading me the way, the right way. Boy, does it feel good. Bazinga. I like to give Yahweh thanks as much as I can. Because just like Christmas, he's the reason for the season, and Yahweh's all the time. A synchronicity, I'm looking at a green beetle. Blessings from Yahweh and YAHWEH to my first wife's family. They know what's going on. I learned about this the other day when I was talking to my mother, and it's heartbreaking what's going on, but I'm not here to deliver that message. Just know, Brittany, you're my thoughts and prayers, and I ask for strength for your family. Well, I guess talking about nothing has led me into 12 minutes of telling you guys some truth. Next video, you'll see my children with me, and you'll see a bigger smile on my face. My name's Emperor Apostle Bradley, and I'm a servant of Yahweh, and my children are my life. Thank you very much.